and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library with a big box of adult books, and I am going to start us out with some local history. I'm sure some of you already know about the towns that were really sadly drowned by the making of the Quabbin Reservoir, and I think this is the first book about those four towns. It's called Lost Towns of the Swift River Valley, Drowned by the Quabbin by Elena Palladino. Um, yeah, I just recently listened to I went to a talk and there was like a personal narrative from read that had been written by someone who lived in one of those towns. And it was heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking. So um it's good. A lot of interesting I mean it's just like a crazy thing to have happened. So interesting to read about. So here is Viola Shipman wrote A Wish for Winter. Oh, look, ice skates. I love ice skating. Hopefully we will get some ice skating this winter. But more sad, this is a main character who lost her parents in a tragic accident when she was a kid. Um, Now she's a bookstore owner, classic romantic comedy, and lives in a tight knit community. She's almost 40, which is how old her mom was when she died. And oh, wow, this is kind of random, but I love it. I'm on board. The town, for whatever reason, the town believes that it is her destiny to meet and marry a man dressed as Santa because both her mother and grandmother also met men and married men dressed as Santa. Um, Oh, and then she connects with a man dressed as Santa and then loses him before she can get his name. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure she never sees him again. So that's the story. We have, The Grimkes, The Legacy of a Slavery in an American Family by Kerri K. Greenidge. I was reading a nonfiction article about this book, and it just sounded so interesting and so, I think the main word that comes to mind is just very complicated because it's about two sisters named the Grimke sisters who were abolitionists, but then in their own way also problematic, and sort of then they actually had black relatives. And so yeah, it just sounds like a very interesting, very complicated, history cannot just be stuck in a box. So I think people are going to want to read that. We have The Antiviral Gut, Tackling Pathogens from the Inside Out. And this is by Robynne Chutkan, MD. And it's about how to have a thriving gut biome and how that can actually help things like COVID and long COVID. Let's see, we have Jeffrey Deaver's new book, Hunting Time. This is a Coulter Shaw novel. A lot of people are going to want that. We have the new Bono book, or maybe the first Bono book. I guess I don't think he's done any others. This is called Surrender, 40 Songs, One Story. Oh, look, there he is. And um, yeah, so this is I think a narrative of his life. I actually read I think they must have been like an excerpt from this book in the New Yorker, and it was about his relationship with his mom, and it was really sweet and very beautifully told. So if the whole book is like that, I think people are going to enjoy it a lot. We have, this is such a beautiful book. We have American Wildflowers, a literary field guide. Um, so this is edited by Sarah Barber, illustrated by Leanne Sharpton. Oh yeah, look, there's illustrations on the inside. So what is the concept here? Collects poems, essays, and letters from the 1700s to the present on the focus on wildflowers. Oh. um, born writers writing about American plants and American writers on non-native plants, rural writers with deep regional knowledge, and urban writers. Da da da. Okay, so lots and lots of different voices here. This sounds like a really cool concept. I almost feel like this book might be a good one to look at. I mean, not that I advocate buying things because you can always take books out of the library, but if someone knew someone who is a very big fan of wildflowers, that seems like it might be a good one to check out as a potential gift. Um, Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrun. Oh, so cute. Look, they're there in the snowstorm. So this is another Christmas like um rom-com about a woman in Portland who has a meet cute with a woman and they fall in love over the course of a single night. Oh no, but then there's a betrayal. She loses her job and then she gets a a marriage of convenience proposal, but okay, wait for it. The guy, so she gets a marriage of convenience proposal, and then of course, the guy she accepts the marriage of convenience proposal from is the brother of the woman she had the like amazing night with. So that sounds sounds like it might get messy. We have The Last Party by Clare Mackintosh and at midnight one. I mean, it's kind of funny. I feel like I've read really good things. I like kind of want to read this book myself. It's blurbed on the back by Ruth Ware, and I don't know. I'm like really excited about it, this book. So I'm not trying to make fun of it, but the blurb on the front is "At midnight, one of them is dead. By morning, all of them are suspects." Like I feel like that's actually pretty standard in a murder situation. Like yes, if someone gets murdered in the night, then all the people who are there are suspects in the morning. That's how it works. It's not a twist. Um, so yes, so this is about a guy, a rich, famousy type guy who has a big party and then ends up floating on the freezing waters of the lake, and now the whole village is under suspicion. Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. This is by Charlie N. Holmberg. Um, a little bit familiar with Charlie and Holmberg. I almost feel like their previous books, I think it's were maybe YA. Unless I'm confused. Oh, the Paper Magician series, I think that was YA. So this one is takes place in Rhode Island in 1846. A writer inherits a remote estate. Da da da, and then there's like a keeper, there's a magical element. um yeah, I don't know, we the very serious irregular society of witches, I can't remember what it's called, but that book's been super popular. We have a few others sort of like I would call like lighter fantasy elements in books have been really popular, so I think this one hopefully will appeal to some of those people who are looking for more. um we have The Choice by Nora Roberts. This is book 3 in the Dragonheart Legacy. Yes. Someone once had told me that Nora Roberts always writes trilogies, and the first ones are really good, and then the second ones are okay, and then the third ones are really good. So I don't know. I haven't read it, but that's what they're telling me. We have the Belle of Belgrave Square, and this is, I guess, in the Bells of London series. I think it might be the first. It's by Mimi Mathews. A London heiress rides out to the wilds of the English countryside. Oh, another of convenience. He's all dark and dour. The notorious Captain Jasper Blunt. And she's a romantic. Oh my gosh. I would check it out. I have to go faster. I have so many books and I really want to get them all out. So we have The Open Air Life. So I think a lot of people in the United States have heard about hygge, the word that looks like you should say higgy, but then actually you say hygge. And so this is sort of the, I guess the other half of that is called Frilutz. I'm so sorry about pronouncing this. Friluftsliv, which is the idea of going outside and doing things in all weather. So this is by Linda Ackerson McGurk. And yeah, so she's a Swedish writer. And so, yes, before you like curl up with your hot cocoa in your book and go all hygge, you have to go outside and experience the open air life. We have a new Tom Clancy. This is called Red Winter. It's a Jack Ryan novel, and it's written not by Tom Clancy, but by Marc Cameron. We have Trespasses, a novel by Louise Kennedy. I like this cover. Like it's a little subtle, but then like there's like the, I don't know, maybe like a glass of water and a wine glass and a pitcher and a purse and the legs. There's like a lot going on. So this is Northern Ireland during the Troubles, and it's a young woman. Oh my gosh, amid daily reports of violence, she lives with her mother near Belfast. She teaches. Oh, and then she gets drawn into a relationship with a barrister who's made a name for himself by defending IRA members. That also sounds good to me. I feel like I just need more time to read books. I want to read a lot of these. Death on a Winter Stroll. This is by Francine Mathews, and it's a Mary Folger Nantucket Christmas mystery. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it takes place on Nantucket, and they have to find out the connection between two seemingly unrelated murders. We have Clive Cussler, The Sea Wolves, an Isaac Belle adventure, and this one also not written by Clive Cussler. Do not be fooled. This is written by Jack de Brul. We have The Magic Kingdom, a novel by Russell Banks. Russell Banks, did he write the Overstory? Wait, let's see if I'm right. It's not telling me. It's not telling me what else he wrote. Shoot. Well, so that's fine. Oh my gosh, he's written so many books. Wow. Wow. Cloud Splitter? Oh no, I think I'm confused. This isn't the author of the Overstory. This is the author of a whole bunch of books. And so 1971, property speculator named Harley Mann begins recording his life story. And dun dun dun, in this Florida swamplands, the community of Shakers. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know there were Shakers down in. Oh, maybe the Shakers aren't in Florida. I'm not sure. Half a century. No, it sounds like it's all takes place in Florida. So interesting. Yeah. And last of all, I have a twist at the very bottom of my box. I have the Blue Zone's American Kitchen, 100 recipes to help you live to 100 years old. So ooh, Latin American. Yeah, so I think that concept of the blue zones is it looks at places around the world where people are very healthy and then sort of tries to look at what they are eating. That's it. I know this was a long video, but it was a really big box of books. So I'll be back soon. Bye.